Hey everybody, it's Hylian Alchemist, and welcome back to Let's Play Sonic Adventure. In the last episode, we started a E102 Gamma scenario, and we basically began with Robotnik having us do some rather mundane missions, including capturing a frog, and also to locate Amy and the bird. In this episode, that's what we're going to do. The egg was the enemy the whole time!
Go away!
Give me the bird.
No way!
Resistance is futile. Give me the bird.
I said no!
Why not?
None of your business, why not? I want to know why you want it!
Data unavailable.
You don't even know? I bet you'd be mean to him, you bully!
What the hell's going on with Amy's dress?
Why not help us out instead? Don't you know how bad I feel?
Does not compute. Why try to save that which is useless to you? Does not compute.
I feel sorry for you. Eggman failed to give you feelings. Wait a minute, Birdie!
Guys, resist. Sharing contest.
Get going.
Huh? Why are you letting us go?
It is dangerous here. Hurry. We'll be arriving at the Mystic Ruins base soon.
So, you're not like those other robots, huh? You truly are a good person inside, aren't you? I guess we can be friends then. Take care, okay?
By the way, I gotta say though, I love this theme. It does perfectly describe Gamma's character and also the inevitable story that we'll get to, which of course I'm not gonna spoil anything for right now, but it's such a damn good theme. I love it so much.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Gamma, get ready for battle instructions. Get the jet booster from the ammunition room and get up to the deck. The ammunition room is unlocked.
You know, it's actually kind of weird though. Like, you would think that Robotnik would actually punish Gamma for letting Amy go and therefore defying his orders, but he actually doesn't do that. That's weird. Maybe there's a bit of good inside Robotnik, huh? But anyway, so yeah, we know how to do this. Is the ammunition room, okay? And we just gotta get the jet booster, which is a pretty cool upgrade. Although I don't know if this has anything to do with any sort of battle or combat or anything, but whatever.
Here's the jet booster. Press and hold the jump button and you'll float for a while.
Yeah, once we get to the later levels, then yeah, that's what you do with the the jet booster. You'll be using that a lot when you get to the later levels, and you're actually gonna need this. And this is where the camera decides to get screwy for some reason, because I can't even see shit. I can't see where Gamma is. Camera, there we go. There we go. That's better. That is so much better now.
I see you've got the jet booster. Report to the rear of the ship. Hurry!
So I bet you guys would probably know how this goes if you've seen all the other scenarios, and of course the fact that there's going to be another plot hole, for one thing, which of course we're going to see right about now after this loading screen. Of course, after it just shows us off.
How can I serve you, Dr. Robotnik?
Eradicate all of those menaces! Give them all you got!
Aye, aye, sir. I will comply.
I'm counting on you, Gamma!
Nope, you only get to fight Sonic and do like you always did before with the other robots, because, you know, the most pathetic fight of all time, just shoot, shoot, and shoot.
Stop, Mr. Robot!
Amy?
Hey, Mr. Robot. I know you're not an evil sort. Wait, remember me?
Amy! Oh, I really don't get this.
Sonic, look! The egg carrier's losing altitude!
We've got to split! Take Amy and go!
What will you do?
I'll nail that Eggman! He must be stopped at all costs!
Thanks again for saving me as usual, Sonic. And how are you, my metal friend? It's dangerous here. Why not leave, Eggman, and come with us?
Why do you help me?
I told you we'd be friends the next time we met. Even Birdie wants the best for you. You must ditch that awful Eggman.
Amy, come on!
We'll meet again, my robot friend.
They've been doing this scene 4 times already. You would think that the voice actors would get tired of doing this kind of shit, huh?
Dr. Robotnik. Enemy. Master registration deleted. E-Series. Friends. Must save.
So, all the stuff I've been meaning about, like, you know, the plot holes and whatnot, well, for one thing, if you recall back in the other scenarios, Gamma didn't have his jet booster. But yet, in this one, Robotnik still wanted him to get the jet booster anyway, because that's what he needed for to fight Sonic. Which, of course, has nothing to do with the battle itself. It's not anything for combat or whatsoever. And then there's also the instances where Gamma gets defeated, and then and then Sonic tries to finish him off, only for Amy to stop him. But in this one, this doesn't happen. Instead, Gamma apparently wins, but then Amy tells him to stop. So, yeah, the story is all over the place. There's so many retcons of plot holes and inconsistencies. It's quite a mess. It really is. So anyway, Stage 3, Windy Valley, and our mission this time is to destroy E-103 Delta. Yeah, so this is actually where things kind of change a bit, unlike in the other stages where you would just given simple tasks. But no, starting from this stage and onwards, then Gamma has a new mission that is to basically destroy, or I guess in this case, save his friends, like his E-Series friends. And this is actually where the story gets a little more interesting this time, and this is probably where you'll probably see why it's actually kind of a story or scenario that I really enjoy, and also one of the reasons why that Gamma is without a doubt my favorite Sonic character, or just one of my favorite Sonic characters rather. I mean, of course, it's kind of weird though, because there's a lot of characters, like, well, certain characters I should say, that gets oh so popular that nobody ever talks about the other characters very much, despite they may have good stories. Oh yeah, I completely screwed up right there. Guys, don't do what I did. Whenever you go across a bridge and you see a badnik right there, whatever you do not destroy that badnik, because if you do, the bridge will break, and then it gives you a higher chance to fall down. Well, I mean, should you keep going. So if you see something like that, then just hover over it with the jet booster. And yes, those are stages like these in which you actually do need the jet booster, and you'll be using it a lot. So anyway, here we have E-103 Delta. And yeah, just do like you did a lot of times. Well, actually, yeah. Well, I mean, we only saw this during the fight with Sonic, but yeah, this is basically all you can do. You don't have to do any sort of strategies whatsoever, or you don't even have to move or anything. All you do once the battle initiates, just stand there and then shoot. Just shoot. That's all you have to do. So yeah, you would think there's going to be a bit of a challenge to them. I mean, I guess you kind of saw with that with the fight against Beta, but yeah, you would think that those might have some sort of challenge to them, but not necessarily. They're just, well, just like all the character battles, they are just pathetically easy. And like I said, even more so than the character battles themselves, they're just pathetically easy. Like, Gamma just tops it all. So just stand there and shoot. That's all you do. So, yeah. Alright, let's see. I guess it was a little too early for me to end off the video, so I figure I'd just go ahead and move on to the next stage. It is still pretty quick. Well, I mean, they're still rather short, but spoiler warning, the last stage in Gamma's story is actually the longest in his story. It's way longer than the other stages, but we'll get to that, like, well, of course, I know in the next episode. Oh, yeah, also, one thing I forgot to mention, I should have mentioned this once we started the scenario. Gamma is voiced by Steve Brody in this game, and, of course, one thing I really do like this kind of voice, he, I like his manly voice there, his deep, manly voice. Unlike in, you know, I'm just gonna start right there, because that is one certain anime that I will not talk about, because that anime is shit. And I bet you guys know what I mean, so... Anyway, stage 4, Red Mountain. And we're back to the part where we're gonna be hearing a lot of those dying cat noises. Whee! Oh man, dying cat noises everywhere. And you also, if you can, just make sure that you shoot a lot of the badniks that you come across, because that does increase your time. You'll see a lot of those right here. The more badniks you shoot, like if you just hold on to the B button and then target all of them, and then you can just shoot them all at once, and that will also increase your time limit right there. If you only shoot just one of them, then it'll just go at 1 second. But just shoot more, just target all of them and shoot more, then you'll get a time bonus. So just a little advice right there. All right, I actually didn't quite go over what this mission is. So the mission for this one is to find what was it, E10? Yeah, E104 Epsilon. That's who we're gonna go after. So, yeah, sometimes I kind of tend to forget what's the number for the E series, but I know the fourth one is Epsilon. So, so anyways, we got these right here. This is where things get a little nerve-wracking because, yeah, well, thankfully you see these platforms, but make sure you don't go on these steep hills right there, and also watch out for the hammers, because you don't want to fall into the lava. You definitely do not want to. Which kind of brings up more video game logic, especially noticeable in Sonic 06. But, of course, I'll go over that once we get to that game. God knows how long from now. Yeah, it kind of looks like we're getting pretty close to the end goal right here. Wasn't there another thing I want to talk about? Let's see. I know it has something to do with the jet booster and how it wasn't even there. Well, actually, I think I've already talked about that. Yeah, I still think it's kind of weird, though. Like, even though, well, I mean, Robotnik clearly saw Amy getting released and therefore Gamma basically defied him. Yeah, he doesn't even get punished for it, and yet Robotnik still trusts Gamma. Yeah, despite the fact that, well, he doesn't even know that Gamma had already betrayed him by this point, but anyway, yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself, so yeah, there it is. That was E104 Epsilon that we just destroyed right here. Yeah, that's actually the gist of Gamma's missions from now on. Instead of those other mundane missions, this time he's basically just there to destroy those robots. In fact, what he's actually doing was that since the robots are basically being powered by the Flickies, they serve as their batteries basically. So what he's doing, he's actually liberating the Flickies from those robots. That's what he means by saving them, because he knows that they're suffering inside them, and so he wants to save them. It's a good story purpose, I would say.
E-103 Delta, E-104 Epsilon. Rescue mission accomplished. E-105 Zeta, E-101 Beta. Location unknown. Perhaps aboard the egg carrier.
Alright, so yeah, I guess that's the last two robots that we're gonna be fighting against. But yeah, I would say though that like just Gamma just coming to the resolve of that those Flickies inside his robot friends, like they're basically suffering, and so he actually wants to save them. So that's actually that's actually one point about, you know, character development. And I know, I'm fully aware that the Sonic series is definitely not the best when it comes to storytelling, especially for some certain games that I know, which tries so hard as they could to try to make a story interesting, and it really falls flat on its face. And we will see that once I get to the later Sonic games, then, oh man, does that really show. But I would have to give Game of Story an exception. Now, granted, it really doesn't have anything to do with the overall plot of Sonic Adventure, you know, the thing with chaos and whatnot, but, you know, it's actually, it's still a good story right there on its own merits. Just basically, you know, about Gamma's own character. If anything, I'd say, like, for a robot like Gamma, yeah, a robot, apparently he actually has more character development and more emotion than any of the other organic characters that we've already played as. But anyway, so yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself again. We're already at the end of the video, so next time on Let's Play Sonic Adventure, we're going to be heading over to the egg carrier and hopefully find Zeta and Beta. Oh wow, that rhymes. But yeah, that's what we'll be doing. So until next time, see you guys later.